Everyone. Thank you all for coming today. We are extremely excited to be here. This for me is really special because my goal is to change the world in a positive direction. Help the less fortunate people around the world have access to finance. If you have internet on your telephone, you can access SCF. You can make a difference in your own lives, in your peers' lives, in your friends' lives. So it's an extremely positive opportunity for all of us to take advantage of. So I hope you think about this as you go through your daily lives, and as you see opportunities come, you take it and run with it. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your enthusiasm, helping us as a community to grow and become the success that we are. Thank you, everyone. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of the day and enjoy all of the entertainment and all the excitement we have for you. Thank you, everyone.
All right. We will give everyone of you a big round of applause. All right. Thank you all for having your time here in this chat room. I am Carlos. I'm from Singapore. So without further ado, we will hand over the mic to our speaker, Mr. Michael. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes.
The current attendees now 343 attendees. So please invite more of your friends before you miss the great updates sharing from FCF. Without further ado, we will invite our speaker, Mr. Michael. I'll hand over the mic to you, Mr. Michael. Bro.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos. Just now, I think we have seen two videos. One is the videos that is actually in our app. So later, I will actually show you where you get this because this is important, whereby you can actually set these to any of your new prospects. So this is the most important feature that to open the door, right? Because we got to open the door and tell people what project we are doing right now, right? So this is the number one thing that you can do, right? And of course, we just had our Japan event on the 9/11, and that means 6 days ago. So just now the video actually is the event that we had in
Recording
Japan.
in progress.
And now we are actually having an event in Vietnam, right? So another event in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, right? That is ongoing right now. So you can see so extensively, SCF is launching in every country, every cities. Right, so it's a great opportunity for our members here to start sharing with their friends. All right, and this is the golden timing right now, right? So what I'm going to share in a short while is about the latest update on our company. All right, and I will actually decode, right, and explain, about the update as well as why the company is doing it and how you can react to it, right? So what you need to do, all right, on these new changes. And of course, these changes is for the betterment, for long term, for the company as well as for everybody that are participating in the project. So that's why it's very, very important to, clean up your time and actually listen to this Zoom, so that you have the first-hand information and on especially and particularly on how to react on what the company has actually announced and move on with it. All right, so without further ado, let me share, the latest update. Yeah, let's look at this. Right. So please make sure that you have done your update. So we have actually go through an update this morning, and it should be version 4.0.4. So make sure that you upgrade it to the latest version of 4.0.4, right? Because this will be the latest version that that display the most updated information. But this is not all, because I think we will have another update very soon, before the 22nd, all right, to display more information for members to make decisions. So we were expecting another update in a couple of days, all right? So at this moment of time, please update your app to version 4.0.4. Okay. Now let's go into the main app itself. So one of the exciting features that we have announced is FINPAY, which is announced on the 15th as well, which is yesterday. Right, so FINPAY has been officially launched. You can actually click in and see all the announcement here. Hold on a second, we see the announcement here. So FINPAY is officially launched on September 15th. And SCF has entered into partnership agreement with various companies in different industries, including banking, international trade, commodities. So, which means that the integration of FinPay into their businesses to settle cross-border settlements, right? Because this actually encourage lower operating costs and fast transaction speed and seamless support of any currency and transaction, and also provision of open API access. Right, so right, those are the details about FinPay working with various organizations on the low cost and efficient cross-border payments. Right, so these are all the details that has been announced on the 15th of September. So where do we see FinPay? So this is the important thing that a lot of our members are trying to figure out, and so that you can actually show that to your potential prospect. So what you need to do is go to your browser, and you can see FinSwap, FinSol, and FinPay here, right? So this is FinPay. So this is FinPay officially launched. Right, so what you need to do is to click on the FinPay here. That is how you can show your prospects, new prospects, right? So what you can see here is all the detailed transaction, right, into various industry. So we have banking industry, international trades, commodities, and supply chain, all different industries. And the service fee imposed by FinPay SCF is 0.2%. That's why it's actually very, very low as compared to many other banking instruments, right? So, but now it has been launched since 15. Now it's about a day, right? So we can see the total transaction volume is 69 million. And transaction fee income is 139,000. Right, so from here you can see the different industry and different companies, right? So it's banking industry, commodities, international trade, and supply chain. Right, you can scroll down and see which company is working with us to transact in terms of USD. All right, so you can actually find this here and share this with your potential members, new members. So FinPay now is launched with the industrial first, right? So on the various supporting them on the various transaction, and okay, if you click in, you can also see the details, right? So you click in on the banking industry, you can see this total transaction amount is 7 million at this moment of time, and 14,800 transaction fee, and total transaction is 1,036. All right, so all these statistics is here, and also the detailed transaction of different institution is all listed. Or you can actually check on here, right? So you can go to commodities and total transaction. Now for the commodities is 19 million, and total transaction fee is about 39,000. The transaction count is 2,850. All right, so you can see all the details on this industry over here, commodities, international trades, so etc. So all the details are here that you can actually find here. You can show it to your prospects. Right. Last but not least is the supply chain, right? All the numbers are here. So that actually marks a milestone in our ecosystem. Right, that's why we have this ecology over here, that we have FinSwap, which have already launched. And our FinSo is doing all the upgrading to prepare for the new relaunch, so that, you know, our members can start playing. And now our FinPay is up. So, all right, so now I would want to share a bit more on this version. And as you can see, the full network overview and the price of SCF over here. So the price of SCF here is 61.40, which you can click in and see all the detailed data in the AVE. All right, so I believe you can see all the now our total is 511 million. So overall pool size is already more than 1 B. All right. Already more than 1 B. So that is our SCF main price. Now, you can see now we are at SCF main, which is the original. When you first come in here, is SCF main. So all the numbers here is all SCF main, which is our main chain. So total number of addresses is 864,000, and this is the market cap 1.8 B. Number of addresses in 24 hours, and number of transactions right now is 16 million, and number of transactions in 24 hours is 549K. So this is all based on our trading coin, which is a main coin. All right, so this, you can see all these numbers here. It display our main coin, which is undergoing trading right now, and also the adding of liquidity. So you can also see our FinChain numbers, okay? So how you do it, just click the switch here on top. So once you click the switch on top, you can see now is SCF FinChain. And the numbers here is FinChain number. You can see number of addresses, number which is 15 million, right? Number of transactions, 24 hours, all this. So all these are based on the current mining, right? Our fin chain is current mining, as well as some transaction for all the FinPay transaction, they are utilizing fin chain, right? So this, because fin chain has the fastest speed. So that's why you can see the number of addresses is more because the mining is more, but not all the mining account actually contribute to the main chain, to the main account. That's the reason why you see there's a lesser addresses on the main chain. All right, if we switch back, you can see that this is our main chain. Only this is what you see in your AVE.AI, 865,000 holders or addresses. So this is what you see. So that's why we are saying that there are huge potential. Right? That's why 50 million compared to 865,000. You know, there are huge potential that people will convert to this main chain. That's why there's that's why I keep saying that this is a golden moment right now. So we are just at the very beginning of our program, and we have so much mileage to go on, right? Because we are just at the tip of an iceberg, right? So there are so much things to go on. So this is how you show your prospect, you know, and this is how you understand all these numbers is about. So you have the main chain. So the main chain will also have all these transactions, right? As well as the so-called fin chain, right? So you can toggle and switch over there and to show blockchain, right? So this is the most important part of what we should be able to understand and also show our potential prospect. Now let's go back to here. So just now there is this video that I have played, right, to describe what is our blockchain and what is our ecosystem. This video is an important part of the video that you can actually send to your potential prospect to tell them about this project. So it's an opener for everyone, you know, to start to open the conversation. Where is it? It's actually here, SCF animation. So many of us are not aware. So now is a good time for you to aware about this, okay? So what you need to do, you click in this, and this is exactly the video that just now we have shown. All right, so this is the video. If you want to have the link of it, very simple, click the top here. And you can share. So click the top here and you can share, or copy the link also and to share with anyone you want. So it's just a link that you can share with anyone you want so that they can click in and can see this video. Right, so this is how you share. Right, so if you want a different language, so what you need to do is you go back, change your language. So you change, let's say 中文, let's say you change to English, Chinese, then click on this SCF 动画, right? So it will actually runs in 中文版, or in Chinese. So it's to cater for your Chinese friends. So this is how you do it. And it's the same thing that what you need to do is to click on here, right? Click here and you can share the link. So the link is different for different languages, right? So if you have people have Malaysia or Bahasa or Japan or Korea, you know, so same. This is Korea, you know, click here. So this is the Korean version. Right, you can see this is the Korean version. So same thing you need to do is to share here. Then you can share the link to all your Korean friends or any friends that you have in different languages. we switch back to English. So now I think we have explored first the FinChain, the FinPay, right? How to read all these FinPay, as well as the FinChain, the addresses, and how you toggle and find all the transaction in FinChain, as well as the main chain, right? So we covered this portion, right? So this two is the most important part, and now we cover the next portion, which is the most important part of today, which is about optimization of users' reward. So there is a change of the team reward rules, right? The change of the new reward rules is very important. Very important for the company to execute. Reason is because I think we are anticipating that the amount of coins that is going to release to the public is going to not public, to members with the mining is going to increase over time by 180 days, which is only about 80 days later, right? So with these 80 days later, the amount of coin you're going to release to the market is a lot, right? So, and also because with extensive growth of market, right, towards the entire market everywhere in the world, we are seeing a lot of MDs, a lot of EDs, has been born, and you know that how much ED is going to earn, right? And how much MD is going to earn. If all these MDs are continuing enjoying their team rewards, with so many coins being dispersed to them, by 2 or 3 months later, the market is going to flood with so much coins, and these coins will actually be released into the market, and when they crash the coin to the market, and the coin price is going to crash and is unsustainable. So in view of this is going to happen, the company has to make some changes. So the changes is definitely for the betterment of the program, and is a very welcome feature to all the leaders and members. Reason because the changes will promote sustainability for a longer term of a project, so that the company has more time to perfect the ecosystem. So we all know that, based on our blockchain, our ecosystem is important, but to build the ecosystem, it takes time. So we don't want disturbance, right? When have this disturbance, things can grow very, can crash very fast, and this actually temper the growth of the company. So we need to give enough time for the ecosystem to be matured, to acquire new user and new demand for a coin. So all these takes time. So we cannot allow, company cannot allow, so many of our leaders and members have so much coins that, everybody starts selling and it will crash the market. So this is something that nobody wants to see. So with that in mind, the company has actually run on this optimization of team reward rules. Alright, so the team reward rules, there are 2 important parts of it. So the first part is to talk about the net deposit. Let's focus on this. Net deposit. And you can see by right, this is supposed to implement on this 15th of September. Because of all the members, they are actually unfamiliar. That's why it has been postponed, right? It has been postponed to 22nd. So you can see a lot of data, but it's not implemented yet, right? So it has been postponed to 22nd of September. So this is the important message to be informed, right, to all the members. So this has been postponed to 22nd of September. So what is the impact to all the leaders out here? Actually, to the investors, right, there's no impact. They welcome this because later I explain to you why they welcome this, right? But for the leaders, they have to take some actions, right? Because if not, they are going to affect their income, right? So right now is let's take a look at what is this about. So now, the first thing, very, very important, is to talk about team cumulative net deposit. So this is the key thing to determine whether the team reward are distributed. So the reward, the compensation plan is the same, but whether you can get wherever that due to you is based on this net deposit. So if you have net deposit, then the team reward should be distributed to you, right? There are two criteria. One is, the first thing is talk about net deposit. So if the net deposit is negative, all team rewards, direct referral, indirect referral, management reward, even MD plus also stop getting rewards, because this will stop being distributed until the team cumulative deposit become positive again. So let's talk about what is net deposit. So the net deposit stands for new sales minus any withdrawal. Right? Because our sales is calculated on a daily basis. So any net new deposit, I would say new deposit. So any new deposit minus any withdrawal. So any withdrawal inclusive of withdrawal of the 1.4% interest, as well as any commission. Right? The commission is all these direct referral rewards, indirect referral rewards, and management rewards. All these are considered withdrawal. So if the new sales, new deposit minus any withdrawal is positive, that means it's positive, then you will get whatever is supposed to due to you as a leader, right? So if it's negative, every day the system will calculate, every day. So if it's negative, it will stop, or will stop being distributed until it become positive again. Then only that it will release again, right? This is a very, very important things to take note. So why this is being structured this way? So that, the company don't overpaying to those leaders that do nothing at all. Because I think very importantly is especially from the MD level, right? So MD level, typically they are earning about 5,000 to 6,000 per day. So if this MD, they don't do anything, after they achieve MD, they only put $200 there, 200 staking, and they do nothing, they didn't encourage anything, there's no new deposit, then the company keep paying the SCF coin, so they have so much coins that they're going to crash the market. So this is something that the company do not wish to see, right? Because if this is going to happen, and this is very unfavorable, that our coin price that will crash, right? So that's something that no one wants to see it happen. So this is something that very important, right? To let everybody understand. So you can see this actually in our app later. I will show you, right? So now this is the first part of it. Then the second part of it is talking about whether what is the quota, right? We talk about the quota, reward quota. So first, you got to be positive. Second thing is the quota. So only you have the quota, then you can eligible, right, to get the reward. That's why every day the system will actually check your team total reward quota, and it keep on minusing off your reward that you have taken. So once you have reached 0, then the quota becomes 0. Then you are not entitled to any more reward. So how does the total reward quota is being calculated? It's actually based on the total stake amount of the account. So that's the reason why I'm trying to tell you that, for example, an MD, he only stake $200, right? 200. And he keep on withdrawing 5,000-6,000 per day. So it's actually quite unfair because he's not contributing back to the system. So what this new system is trying to do is to ensure every leaders contribute back to the system by putting back what they got. Right? So let's say, for example, MD is getting 5,000. So he has to put back a certain percentage of what he got. Right? So this is so that he can actually have the reward quota increase back so that he can continue to draw the team reward, right, before it reaches 0. Right? So this is how it's being explained over here. So I'm just trying to clarify all this with all the team members over here so that they understand what is this quota about. So for ordinary user, that means they are not even GM yet. So the quota is one time. What is this meaning? For example, if they put in they are staking 1,000, that means their reward is another 1,000. That means with him they can withdraw up to 1,000, 1:1. So it's double. So once the 1:1 done, then they have to restake again so that they can enjoy the reward. So to the passive guys, right, they have no problem. They are doing it already. So after they get this reward, they will stick back to enjoy more reward. So to them, they are actually no different. But it's actually much more welcome, right? Because they are not working on the market, right? But people who working on the market, they are not putting in or sticking a lot of what their income is. So which is to a certain extent is not favorable to the system because they are just drawing from the system, they are not contributing. So it starts from where? The GM. So from GM, the quota is 2 times. So if, for example, a GM, they stake 1,000, maximum they can draw from the system, including all the reward, is 2,000. Right? Let's say GM is drawing 100. So he plus all the direct or indirect, right? So he will continue to draw until 2,000. So once the 2,000 is reached, right, then they have to actually restake, putting back maybe another 1,000 here, right? Restake 1,000 so that they can actually restake another 1,000. so that they can get a reward of another the next 2,000 again. So this is how it means. What it means is like that. So which means that every level they have their own quota or multiplier. So with VP, the quota is 3 times. So yes, VP were to stake 1,000, their reward can go up to 3,000. So once the 3,000 is up, they have to restake new one of 1,000. Then they can get the next 3,000. So this is VP. So the higher rank it is, the beneficiary is better because you have a higher quota, right? It's 3 times. So that's why, you know, so every of the leaders, they have to go up rank as fast as they can so that they can enjoy higher multiplier, right? So for SVP, is 4 times. So which means that for 1,000 they can draw up to 4,000. But for SVP, normally their daily return is about 500 or even more. So let's say, for example, if they stake 1,000, maybe in another 8 days or 7 days, they have to stake 1,000 again. So they actually use whatever that rewarded to them and stick back so that they can continue to enjoy another 4,000. Right? That is for SVP. So for ED is 5 times. So that means for 1,000 they can get up to 5,000 5 times. All right. So this is applicable to all the rewards, direct, indirect management reward. So after it reaches, then he has to put in another 1,000 to enjoy another 5,000. Right. Just now what I have mentioned is the first criteria is it has to be net, right? Net deposit. So if it's negative deposit, even you have the quota, also no use. So you cannot get reward, right? So once you cannot get reward, you have to work on new net deposit. Then only you can get the reward. And the reward is actually based on this quota. The quota is based on your rank. So the higher your rank, the higher your quota is, right? So this is how it works. Now, for MD is 6 times. So for every 1,000, you can get up to 6,000. So once your 6,000 is up, right? So which means that if your MD is drawing 6,000 a day, your 1,000 can only last you for 1 day. Right, so the next day you have to put in another 1,000. This 1,000 is coming from here, right? Then you can get 1 more day. So of course you don't put 1,000. MD you should put at least 5,000 or 6,000, whatever, so that you can draw up to. Let's say you put 6,000, 6 times 6, you can draw up to 36,000. Right. So then after which, then you have to restake again using whatever you have earned from here, right? So the management is wanting all the leaders to contribute back to the flow, right? So that is the main intent. So MD plus is 7 times, 1,000 to 7,000. 2 plus is 8 times. 3 plus is 9 times. So that is the highest. So that encourage all the leaders to work on the highest, which is the 9 times. So for 1,000, you can draw up to 9,000, right? But remember, you need to have a positive net deposit so that you can continue to enjoy your rewards, right? So this is very, very important. So why company is doing this is because, you know, remember this, whatever you stick back, right? You use your reward to stick back, right? So once you take your reward, you can actually stick back so that you can enjoy more rewards, right? Once you stick back, you also enjoy the 1.4% passive on a daily basis, okay? Right? So all these will be calculated back into your quota, right? So, but this is still your your money, right? Because you are actually staking it based on your return. So the company just to make sure that you staking it back, all right, to generate the flow and contribute back to the building of the entire ecosystem, right? So this is very, very important, right, to allow every members to understand why the company is doing this, right? Because first, it has to be a positive net deposit. So which means that if there's no positive net deposit, no payout. If there's no payout, right, it's much more sustainable, right? So the worst scenario is there's no new deposit and the payout continue. So that is the worst scenario. When the payout keep continuing, is unsustainable because there's no new net deposit. That's why a lot of platforms, they are not sustainable. So with this introduction of the latest features, right, or structures, right, the platform is very sustainable. So with this sustainability, we can actually last for years. That is what we want, right? Last for years. That's what we want. So that's the reason why investor will feel super happy about this, because they can just keep on putting, after round 1, they can come round 2, round 3, because the sustainability is super high, right, with this new feature, right? So that's how you decode and read this. And all these actually you can find it in these reward rules. So go to this reward rules. It has been updated based on the latest compensation plan. First, in order to be the valid user, you need to have this 1 SCF of liquidity. So now 1 SCF is almost 62. So 62 times 2, which is 124, right, minimum, to be an active account, right? And we have this peer-to-peer, same rank of 20%, and also MD Plus and all those, right? So all this doesn't change. So the direct referral is 0.15, and second is the indirect is 0.1. With 5 direct, 50,000 GM. All right, and also 0.2. VP, you have 150.3. All these don't change. All right, so all these don't change. But what is the changes here is this, just now what I've explained, right? First is you need to have net deposit. All right, then you have the quota. So the quota is based on different rank. So regular is 1 time, actually is no different. So all the passive guys, they are just 1 time, no different. GM is 2 times, VP is 3 times, SVP is 4 times, ED is 5 times, MD 6 times, MD plus 7 times, plus 8 times, plus 9 times. So all the reward rules has been spelled very, very clearly in this team reward. So this is a very, very important part that, we need all the members, especially the leaders, to take note of. And of course, I believe you have a lot of questions. No problem, I will answer your question, right? So let's take a look. Now, you can see this ED level. So this account actually is negative. So negative 57,000. So need to top up reinvest this 12,690 in order to continue to enjoy team rewards of 57,000, which is already spelled out, right? So right now, this has not been implemented. As I say, it will be implemented on the 22nd of September. Right, so 22nd of September, we will implement, and this one actually, the team reward actually calculated on 1st of August. 1st of August, So, but of course, we are actually trying to work with the company to work on a later date. So this is, but at this moment of time, is 1st of August. So this account need to top up this amount, not top up, reinvest this amount, because don't forget every day this account is getting paid until 22nd, right? So by 22nd, right, need to reinvest, restake this amount so that can continue to get this amount. Until this amount is finished, then I think you need to have more net sales, right? So need to have more net sales, net deposit, and also make sure that the staking amount must be there, so that this account can continue to enjoy the daily rewards. So currently the daily rewards is this one. So want to continue to get this daily reward, then has to continue to make sure that the pledging amount must fulfill. So all these numbers has been displayed, right, and clearly, so that you know how much you can get, and you need to pledge how much. That is, so to make it easy, so we can actually, whatever rewards that you get on a daily basis, you re-pledge certain percentage into it. So the percentage is typically depends on your rank. So the higher your rank, the lesser the percentage. The lesser your rank, for example, GM, right? GM, typically you have to pledge back 50%. Because it's only 2 times. So if it's VP is 33%, if it's SVP is 25%, and ED is 20%, MD is about 17%. So the higher level you are, because you have a higher quota, a higher multiplier, so you can actually pledge back lesser, right? Because your quota is higher. Right, so that is an important element that we all leaders need to take note. So when you pledge back whatever you have gotten, so bear in mind that we still have until 22nd of September that every day you are eligible to still withdraw your daily rewards. So, and you have to prepare to pledge back the daily rewards by 22nd of September, right? So to continue to enjoy your daily rewards. So on the context that you must have the net deposit, then you can continue to enjoy your daily rewards. Right? So this is how you decode and read this.